Megan Anderson, Felicia Spencer. Another really interesting matchup. Both women had been champions at Invicta at the same weight. Previously, Megan Anderson, who then off of that got her UFC career underway, and then Felicia Spencer next to take it, who after winning it called out Megan Anderson, who was at the event when she won. Obviously then gets over to the UFC, and it's a matchup made in heaven. Felicia Spencer coming in with a 6-0 record, I believe, at the time. Megan Anderson just coming off that controversial win against Kat Zingano with the kick that ended up with the toe in the eye and took the win nonetheless. The fight starts and Megan does exactly the right thing to begin with. Working her long range, using her, what I would say, superior stand-up striking and landing some great techniques. But I was then really not only shocked but disappointed that she then allowed, and maybe I'm wrong in saying allowed, but it felt as though she allowed Felicia to get in and do what she does best. And she played into the ground game and ended up getting taken down, flattened out, and submitted in the first round. And there was a sense of frustration from me personally, because I just thought you shouldn't have got yourself into that position. And yeah, maybe that's easier said than done. Maybe Felicia is just that good and she put her in that position. That's, I guess, one to be debated. But I felt Megan didn't put in a performance that she would have been proud of, and I think that's a real shame. I thought she had a lot of star potential. Not that I'm saying Felicia doesn't. It'll be interesting to see who they give her next, perfect record in a division that's not necessarily super deep. We'll see where we go. The co-main event, Antonio Carlos Jr., Ian Heinisch. Decision, third round. Good fight. Close fight, good contention between both men, but I think the right decision was made. What was interesting was this was a real battle of BJJ versus wrestling. The submission versus the scramble. That's what the back and forth of this fight was, pretty much from start to finish, was could Antonio Carlos Jr. submit him? Could Ian scramble his way out of submissions and maintain enough top control and do enough in the striking to take the win? And he very much did so. What it really came down to, I think, in the third round, where this fight was very much decided, it felt very much like it was one apiece going into the third round. Round one, certainly Antonio Carlos Jr., who maintained a lot of control, was on top a lot of the time and was threatening the submission. Second round, Ian did a much better job in terms of scrambling and taking moments of the fight where he was in control, did better on the feet. The third round, it really seemed to have come down to gas tank. He just had more in the tank and he managed to just keep that pressure on and scramble that bit faster and eke out a very, very valid and very deserved and very close fought third round decision.